The big show is just about to start.
Out your last good bucking horse.
I ought to break that guy Stoney's neck.
Well, not a bad ride, eh, Colonel?
Yeah. I hope the ushers liked it. Take a look at that grandstand.
Oh, well, at least my public turned out to see me.
You will now witness a spectacular ride by the youngest bronco buster in the world, Elmer Peabody. He will be assisted by Lover Johnson. Watch this ride close, folks. Elmer's out after a record.
You think you can handle him, Elmer? Sure, it's a cinch.
Not nervous, are you?
Lullaby, old scout. If anything happens to me, notify my wife. I'll leave everything to her.
All set, Elmer?
Let her butt.
Oh, thanks, Sherman.
Had the championship right in the mitt, and you had to butt in.
Well, Elmer, I was only trying to help you.
Yeah, looks like you've been drinking instead of me.
Hey, Lullaby, how much dough you got?
Only $6.
Oh, that's great. But for my buck and a half,
That's $7.50.
look at this. From Tucson.
$1,000?
Come on, I'll try and put the bee on Colonel Nye.
What, $1,000 from that old tightwad?
Don't worry, I know how to handle him.
I said no. I make it a rule never to lend money to performers.
But, Colonel, I can pay you back next season.
As far as I'm concerned, there won't be any next season. Unless I get an attraction that means something at the box office.
Oh, well, you've got me.
You? Why, you haven't brought in enough at the gate to feed the horse you just broke.
Boy, you sure can handle him. Oh, don't rub it in.
Let's have a cold drink, Steve.
Cup of root beer. I've got an idea. Pay the man. Colonel, would you give $1,000 to jam your stands every day? Turn people away? I've got the greatest box office attraction ever seen in a rodeo.
Where? Where is it?
Right here in my fist. Look. Those articles have been running about that wild horse for months. Millions of people have read about Cyclone. They'll pay plenty of dough to see him.
Hank, did you ever hear of this horse, Cyclone?
Sure have, Colonel. He's so well known that they even named a brand of whiskey after him.
Suppose he'd mean anything to us at the box office?
Mean anything. Say, if we had Cyclone in our show, we couldn't take care of the crowd.
What makes you think you could deliver him?
He runs wild in the Mesquite Mesa. That's right next to our home ranch.
Yeah, we've seen him a lot of times.
Can you capture Cyclone and have him back here before the show reopens?
It's a cinch.
All right, bring him in and $1,000 is yours.
Oh, well, now, wait a minute, Colonel. We need the money now. We'll guarantee delivery of the horse to you.
No, nothing doing. I'll pay on delivery.
All right, what are we wasting our time here for? We'll sell him to a live rodeo and get some real dough.
Wait a minute. Johnny, give me $1,000. All right, Stoney, I'll take a chance.
Oh, Colonel, you're not taking a chance. You can trust me.
Yeah, but I'm not trusting you. I'm going along to see that I get my money's worth. We leave tomorrow as soon as the show closes.
All right, you better bring some of the other boys with you. We can use them. Lullaby, let's get this money wired to Tucson.
Snowflake, how are you, old cotton picker?
I'm pretty good, boy. How are you, Mrs. Alibi? Howdy, Lullaby. Glad to see you. Are you home safe?
Not yet, Tucson. Shake hands with Colonel Nye.
Hi.
These two rodeo bosses, Hank Bain, Jim Travis.
Glad to meet any friends of my partners. Come on up to the house.
Anything special happened since we've been gone?
Yes, sir. I should say so. I got a new horse, Carl's got a new calf, and Tucson's got a girl.
What's that?
The Carl's got a calf.
Skip the blessed events. What about Tucson?
He's got a girl. Stays in the tree.
Did you say girl or squirrel?
No, sir. Did you ever see a squirrel draw pictures?
Well, I ain't much of an authority on squirrels.
That man sure is a knockout.
Do you still see Cyclone around here?
Yeah, saw him this morning. He and his band of mares were over there grazing on the next ranch.
Oh, that's fine. Then we won't have far to go. We came down here to get Cyclone, Tucson.
But you can't. He belongs to Miss Hartley. You just got through saying he was running wild with his band.
Yeah, and that's just what he's going to keep on doing.
A wild horse is anybody's property, Tucson, and we sort of figured on you helping us round him up.
You figured all wrong, Colonel.
Oh, keep your shirt on, Tucson. You wanted that $1,000, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, I got it by making a deal with the colonel here to deliver Cyclone.
Well, deal or no deal, you won't get him.
Oh, right then. Hand over that $1,000 I wired you.
Oh, but I can't do that. I've spent it. Got to give me time to sell some of the cattle.
Look, Tucson, I made a promise to deliver Cyclone. I don't break my promises.
You won't take Cyclone back with you. I'll get him first.
That's what you think.
Slim, you and the boys follow me.
Thanks, Tucson. I'm glad you're seeing things my way.
Your way? Why, the only reason I roped Cyclone was to keep him from caving in that thick skull of yours.
Oh, my mistake. Well, thanks anyway.
Cyclone. Why is he here?
Some rodeo people captured him.
You didn't help him, did you? Oh, of course not. You couldn't do anything so heartless.
I'm the heartless brute, miss.
This is Stony Brook, Miss Hartley.
Well, the artist. They have admired your sketches.
I suppose they gave you the idea of capturing Cyclone. I see now I never should have made them.
Keep that rope tight. Hold it.
Mr. Brooke, you mustn't do this. Oh, can't you make him understand, Tucson?
Alice thinks a lot of Cyclone. He's her model.
Oh, it isn't that. It's just that I've watched him day after day leading his herd and protecting them. If you could only see him with the colt. He's so wise and gentle. That's what he's meant for. That's where he belongs, not in a crowded, dusty rodeo. But being cooped up like that would break his heart. Won't you set him free?
Well, seeing that you feel so strongly about it, I'll try.
Thank you.
Yippee! Don't let him get me slack, boys. Hold it. Hold it. Whoa. Well, what do you think of him?
Oh, great. Looks like a swell investment.
Uh-huh. Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
Well, you know, I'd hate to think that I'd given you a bum steer. You know, these flashy babies sometimes turn out to be duds when you get them in an arena.
Yeah? Say, what are you driving at?
Well, I was just thinking. To protect your investment, it might be a good idea to put a saddle on him now and let me try him out. After all, if he can throw me, you know he's a champ.
And if you do ride him, I'm out $1,000.
No, I was coming to that. If I ride him, you can still get your dough back from Tucson, and he'll take him off your hands. Well, how about it?
Fair enough.
All right, go ahead.
Hank, put a saddle on Cyclone.
You really think you can ride him?
Think it. I know it. It's been a long time since any horse has made me eat dirt. Whoa, hold it, boy. Whoa there, whoa. Whoa, easy, boy.
We're counting on you, Stoney.
Cyclone's as good as in your home pasture right now. You ready, boys? Well, what are we waiting for? Turn him loose.
Come on, Stoney, ride him!
Come on, cowboy!
I don't think I want to see him, Dad. They've probably broken his heart by now.
It'll take more than rodeo life to break Cyclone's spirit, Alice.
Fill out your entry blanks here, boys. Tomorrow going to be the last day you'll have a chance to try and ride Cyclone and win that $2,000 grand prize.
Number 3, Jim.
Only got 5 entries so far to ride Cyclone tomorrow. The local boys must be getting tired of being thrown.
Don't blame him a bit.
Yeah. Number 1. I was hoping I'd get a chance at Cyclone after he was all in from piling the other riders.
Well, there's Tucson. Hello, you old groundhog. How are you?
Hello, Lullaby. How are you, Stoney?
You signing up to ride Cyclone?
Yeah. Somebody's got to do it before you're completely slug-nutty from being thrown.
Tucson, we're forming a little club called the League of Fallen Men. I guess by tomorrow you'll be a member.
Number 2, Jim. Reckon you'll be out of luck, Stoney. I get a chance at Cyclone before you do.
Staying in town tonight, Tucson?
Yeah.
Good, then we can all have dinner together.
Sorry, but I've got a date with a lady.
Well, I guess it's about time we came home to look after you. Excuse me, boys. I'll see you later. Hello.
Oh, hello, Mr. Brooks. Nice to see you again.
Thanks.
No scars or broken bones? I'm surprised.
Well, the scars don't show.
Oh. Have you seen Tucson?
Yes. You had an engagement with him tonight, didn't you? Well, he wanted me to look you up and explain to you that he was going to be busy this evening. You know, unexpected business.
Oh, Dad's tied up, too.
Well, that's fine. I mean, I'd be glad to substitute for him. How about it?
All right.
Well, I know a nice little place just out of town.
She promised to meet me here.
Maybe she thought you said the other end.
You're lovely and divine as the early stars that shine on the prairie, my Madonna of the trail. And the starlight in your hair leaves a halo gleaming there. You're an angel, my Madonna of the trail. So side by side, we'll ride forever. For my heart is true to you as the prairie skies are blue. How I love you, my Madonna of the
You know, I've been doing a lot of thinking about you since I've been away. Oh, honest.
Nice technique, Stoney.
No, Alice, I mean it. I really do. You know, it's funny. When you're on the level about something, I sort of run out of words.
She speaks, yet she says nothing. Her eyes discourse.
Her eyes do what?
They speak.
Oh, they speak. Well, I've heard of people talking through their hats, but never through their eyes.
It can be done.
Yes, I guess it can. Alice, who was this guy that said that about the eyes?
A guy named Romeo.
Oh, I remember. His old man and this girl's had a feud about grazing land or something, didn't they?
No, Juliet's father was a sheep herder.
A sheep herder. Oh, that made it tough on him. But it didn't keep them apart. When they first met, they fell for each other, right?
right?
You know, I've always thought that sort of thing was debunked. But it does happen, doesn't it?
Right. And I made up my mind to dislike you.
Cyclone! Your attention for a moment, folks. The last minute view. To the rider who can stay aboard Cyclone 30 seconds, the management is offering the choice of two prizes. The $2,000 purse or Cyclone himself.
Do you think Stoney arranged that deal with Colonel Nye so that he could win Cyclone and set him free?
I thought you disliked Stoney.
You thought wrong, Dad.
Our first entrant, Hank Payne. Finally.
Unluck, Tucson.
The next rider, who has practically no respect for his neck, is Tucson Smith.
That was a good ride, son.
But not good enough. Reckon you'll do better.
Thanks.
Cyclone's next victim will be Stony Brook.
Tony! Congratulations, boy. That was a great ride. Come over to the office and I'll give you the check.
No, sir. I'll take Cyclone. Can you imagine that? Turning down $2,000?
Must be crazy.
Well, I won't go back on my word, but frankly, I hate to lose him. He's still a big box office bet. I tell you what I'll do. I'll double the purse.
No, Cyclone's through with rodeos. We both are, in fact.
You're leaving?
Yep. Cyclone and I made our farewell appearance today.
But why?
Oh, other plans. Come on, fellas.
That was sure a bright stunt, letting Stoney get away with Cyclone. He's never been defeated in any big rodeo, and he's still worth plenty of dough at the box office.
I know what I'm doing, Hank. Come over to the office.
Wide and handsome in the saddle, riding high, as our troubles all skedaddle like a cloud in the sky. All our cares go drifting by, riding high, we're riding high. Yippee-yi when our roundup days are over, yippee-yay when we call it a day. Many moons in the saddle punching cattle. Let's all get going back home. Press along behind those stubborn steers, oh pal. until we hear that old corral. Riding off the range we'll go with a tie, yippee-yo. It's a wind-up and our round-up days are over. Yippee-yay, yippee-yay, in the saddle high and dry, riding high, we're riding high.
Start reaching, fellas, and keep 'em up. Keep your hands up and dismount.
What's the idea of the holdup, Hank?
You got us all wrong, Stoney. We're only able to borrow Cyclone long enough to brand him. You know it's wrong for a valuable horse like Cyclone here to run loose without people being able to tell just who he belongs to.
Your generosity is liable to get you down, Hank. The only brand going on Cyclone is Hartley's.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Jim, get their guns and tie 'em up.
So you thought you could get the drop on the Mesquiteers. Don't turn around. And no funny stuff. Drop your guns. And keep your hands in the air. Hi, Joe. Thanks.
Get up, all of you. Take off your shirts.
Well, you heard what he said. Take 'em off.
Lullaby, get the horse and turn 'em loose.
Okay.
Come on, come on, come on. Get 'em off.
Come on, get out of here. Get out. Come on. Get. Go out of here.
Well, that's that. We'll round up Cyclone in the morning and put Hartley's brand on him. That'll keep anybody else from trying to steal him.
Say, that's a darn good idea.
Say, speaking of the Hartley's lullaby, I want you to ride over and invite him to the party tonight.
Sure, Tucson.
Party? What party? What's it all about?
Well, you see, there is a reason. I hope there'll be. I was planning on celebrating your homecoming and, well, my getting engaged.
You old fox. Keeping it yourself all this time, huh?
Yeah.
You're really going to get hit. Ah, that's great. Congratulations.
Thanks. Oh, but you're a little bit previous. I haven't proposed yet.
Oh, not so good.
Oh, but I've tried dozens of times. I just lose my nerve.
Yeah, I know how it is. If you could only propose like you can fight. Say, what you need is a press agent.
A what?
Somebody to give you a build-up. Tell the girl how great you are, that she's losing the chance of a lifetime if she doesn't go for you. Give me 10 minutes with her and she'll jump in your lap and propose to you.
Say, will you do that for me?
I was only kidding.
Oh, but I'm serious.
Well, sure, if you really want me to.
Certainly.
If I can't sell them, they can't be sold.
Oh, but don't spread it on too thick. If you will just sort of pave the way with Alice, then it won't be too tough for me.
With who?
Why, Alice, Miss Hartley. Why, who did you think I was talking about?
Well, I don't know.
Well, what's the matter? You like her, don't you?
Oh, sure, she's swell, but...
Well, you gave me a scare. I don't know what I'd do if you and Lullaby didn't approve.
Well, don't worry.
Say, will you talk to her tonight?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Hello, Tucson.
Glad you came over. Have a good time, Joe, but stay sober. I want you to help me around with Cyclone in the morning.
Okay.
No, I haven't seen Stoning all evening. I wanted to thank him for turning Cyclone loose.
Play safe. We're going over to your ranch in the morning and put your brand on him. Then he'll belong to you.
All right, folks, get your partners for a tag dance.
Your tag lullaby. I wonder why Stoney hasn't shown up yet.
He's probably out romancing with some girl. He usually is. Right, Stoney. Tell him I'm waiting. Everything's all set.
Just a minute. I think you ought to know how Stoney feels.
Well, hurry up. She's saving the next dance for him.
What's going on here? Well, pull it out, Lullaby. Place gets on my nerves. Guess I wasn't cut out to be a rancher. You know, there's no excitement like we had in rodeos.
When are you leaving?
Tonight? But don't tell Tucson. He won't understand.
Maybe he won't, but I do. That pretty speech you made about excitement and everything didn't fool me a bit. You're pulling out of here because you're in love with Alice, and you want to leave the field clear for Tucson.
Oh, you're crazy.
Maybe so, but before you leave, you got a little business to tend to. You know you promised Tucson to have a talk with Alice. As long as you don't care for her, it'll be that much easier for you to boost the Tucson woman.
Look, Lullaby, you'll have to get me out of this. I can't talk to her. Do it for me, will you?
Well, all right.
Thanks. I'll be down the corral. I better go out the back way.
This next dance, Miss Alice.
You certainly may, Lullaby.
Well, let's set it down. Warm, ain't it?
I think it's perfect.
Miss Alice, there's something I want to tell you. That is, I got it. About Stoney. I mean Tucson. Now, Tucson's a mighty fine boy.
I know he is, Lullaby.
Yep, and he'd make some gal a mighty fine wife.
Can he cook?
I mean husband. Now, with Stoney's different. Not that he ain't one of the best, he sure is. But he's kind of wild.
Most young men are.
Yeah, but he's got one bad fault.
Only one? That's marvelous. Some men have dozens.
His trouble is girls. Of course, they kind of make a fuss over it.
I think they show very good taste, don't you?
Sure. Getting kind of cold, ain't it? Let's go in.
What happened?
I couldn't change her mind one mite. Every time I blackened your character, she'd get out the whitewash.
Well, I'm not sticking around any longer. Tucson hasn't got brains enough to propose to Alice himself. It's just too bad.
Hey, Stoney. Where you been hiding? I got it all fixed for you to dance with Alice. Come on.
You're as lovely and divine as the early stars that shine on the prairie, my Madonna.
Wait here, I'll find her.
And the starlight in your hair.
I was just looking for you. I thought perhaps we could have a dance together.
Well, I've been dancing all evening, Stoney. I'd rather just talk with you.
Yes.
There you are, you great big handsome man.
Oh, shucks.
You know, Stoney, you're not very practical, turning down $2,000 for a mere horse and then setting him free. I think it was grand. Why did you do it?
Oh, I don't know. I guess maybe I knew how Cyclone felt being cooped up in a rodeo, wanting to be free. You know, I'm like that, too.
Listen, remember that song?
Yeah, I remember. You know, we've had a lot of fun, a lot of laughs together. That's why I wanted to see you before I left. Say goodbye and thanks.
You're going away?
Yeah, tonight. Somehow I can't stay cooped up in one place very long. I want to be on the move, seeing new things, new people. I wish I were more like Tucson. Steady and dependable. He's the kind that wants to settle down and make a home. You know, Alice, the girl that ties up with him is going to know just exactly where she stands. She's in love with you.
What a cozy arrangement. You always hand over your discarded affairs to your pals?
Now, just a minute. Let's get things straight. Tucson's not like me. You're the first girl he's ever looked at.
I suppose I should be overwhelmed with gratitude.
If you had any sense, you'd know you were darn lucky. Personally, I think he's a sap and want to tie himself down. I'd rather be in jail.
Seems like you've forgotten how decent folks behave.
Thanks for the party.
Where are you going, Stoney?
Heading for the border, Lullaby. I've been wanting to take a good look at Mexico for a long time.
Ain't that funny? So have I. You just wait right here, and I'll go get my blanket roll.
No good, Lullaby. It's a one-man expedition. I'll be seeing you.
So long, Stoney.
Get a hold of Duke Moffat at the airport. Tell him to have a plane ready for me at daylight. You helped catch Cyclone once, Jim. Take the boys and build a corral at the end of the same blind canyon. I'll herd Cyclone and his wild bunch into it.
I still can't figure Stoney acting the way he did Lullaby. It just ain't like him. But we've been pals for years, and he never did pull a stunt like that.
Maybe he never had any occasion to.
Do you reckon I was too quick on the trigger with him?
Why ask me? You're old enough to handle your own affairs, ain't you?
You're a lot of help. I've been thinking this thing over, and if I'm wrong, I want to find Stoney and tell him so.
Tucson, did it ever occur to you that Stoney might have been sort of sweet on Alice himself?
Why in blazes didn't you say so in the first place? Come on, we got to find that crazy galoot.
Hartley Ranch, Colonel. Good. Drop her down and I'll see if I can stop the horse herd. Got them started. Once they get off the Hartley Ranch, try and cut Cyclone out of the herd. Cyclone is broken away from the herd, turning toward that blind canyon I showed you.
Here they come. Her down, Duke. I'll find out if she's butting in on us.
I'll bet 2-1 Stoney's mixed up in this.
Leaving to New York tomorrow.
Why?
One of the galleries is having a private showing of my pictures, and my agent thought it would be a good idea for me to come on and give some talks about the West.
Well, that's great. You know, someday you'll be famous.
I hope so.
Will you be coming back?
Of course. Someday. Look, over there.
Look at the darn fool. Proud as punch.
Why not? He's won back his family.
Yeah. I reckon horses and humans are a heap alike in a lot of ways. You never know when they're well off.